Hey guys, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden.
Hey guys.
Hey, we're here to help you become a better gardener, and today we're planting our dahlias in grow bags.
I know, this is going to be such a fun new project for us. We can't wait to show you. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Okay, you guys, so we're out here in my mom's yard, and we're calling this our 2022 dahlia patch. So last year we had our dahlias in beautiful raised beds that Sean built. Since we've moved, we're kind of in transition, and we're so excited to try out these grow bags.
I know, these grow bags.
These are going to be so much fun.
They're from Smart Pot. They're a burlap material. They're 7-gallon size. You guys need to go to smartpot.com and check these out. They got a lot of different sizes and a lot of different colors, as you can see there.
So what we have here is 5 rows of 5, because we have 25 dahlias to plant. So you can see all the colors. We've got blue, we've got kind of a brown, purple, and orange. Super bright and fun.
Yeah, these look great. I can't wait to get our dahlias planted.
I can't either, and we'll show you the dahlias in just a second. We have to kind of inspect them and see if they're good to go. But we are putting them out here in this part of my mom's garden that's kind of like this big open area that gets full sun, almost at least 8 hours a day of full sun.
Yeah, the dahlias are going to love it.
They're going to love it over here, right?
Yep. Yep, and we're planting them in a topsoil compost mix type of soil. So this will be really good for the dahlias. They'll really like this. This is similar to what we transplanted them in, planted them in last year too.
And the reason we chose these grow bags this year is because we thought this would be really fun. We might need to be transplanting these in August or September when we move, if we're moving around that time.
Well, at least have the mobility.
Right, the option, right, to move them. I mean, yes, we could have used containers, but we thought, why not do something fun that we've never tried before? Plus, we can wash these out at the end of the season and reuse them for other things in the future.
Yep.
So, and by the way, these bags are made in the USA, so we really like that about the company.
Yep. Smart Pots, made in the USA.
Yeah. So let's take a look at all those dahlias and see what's going on.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
All right, guys, now to the dahlias. So here we are. We've got our boxes of dahlias right here.
Let's take a look.
So we've got, all these guys here. They're all laid out. We try to keep them labeled and try to keep track of them. Sometimes that goes well, sometimes it doesn't. But you can see in there. Now, want to show you some of these. This is the one Allison had in her hand before when we were talking to you.
One.
Now, look at this. Isn't this cool? This is a dahlia. This is a tuberous root. And so you can see right here, these buds are broken. Look at those guys. You can already see some of the leaves, some of the primordial leaves on this stem they're starting to develop and differentiate from that stem. That's cool. And here's its growing tip right there. Here's another growing tip.
Love seeing
Super
that.
cool. So there's other ones breaking here too. So what you want to do if you want to check these out, if you want to check these to make sure that they're healthy, you give them a visual inspection. You look for any discoloration or anything that looks like it's rotting. And then what you do, just turn it around, give it a good look over. And then what you do is you take your hand and your fingers and you just want to start going around and squeezing all these different tuberous roots. You want to give them a good squeeze. Some of them they're going to feel a little hollow, but not like completely hollow. There's still some structure to them. They're still kind of solid. That's a good sign, but especially if they're solid. Now, if they feel completely hollow and they're real squishy and they feel like there's a little bit of rot, those are bad pieces and you want to get those off of this. You want to prune them away. Now on this guy, I don't see any of those. I don't feel any of those. And I don't see any like fusarium root rot, or I don't see any powdery mildew or botrytis so far on this one. So we're looking good. I think this one's ready to just be planted for now. So I'm going to set it back down. I know, nice to hear, right? Always want to hear that. So let's look in here. I want to find a problem one. Okay, here we go. So you can see here, this is cool though, because this is still, the whole thing is still really good as a whole. We've got an actively growing bud right there that's broken, a couple others on there. Now this one, I'm gonna go through, there's a little squishiness to it, but it still has a solid feel somewhat. All right guys, I just turned this over, look here. We've got some white, possible fungal growth growing right there. Now there's powdery mildew, there's botrytis, there's anthracnose, there's all sorts of things that come after dahlias. And so this almost looks like it's possibly some type of root rot. We're not exactly sure because we're not disease people. We don't specialize in disease. So this is the first time we've seen our dahlias like this, and they've been this big, and we've had the opportunity to see the roots and have something like this happen. So it's definitely something we want to get rid of. We don't want to put this in the grow bags and perpetuate this with the rest of our dahlias. So we're going to cut this out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this here. I'm going to take my bypass pruners, and I'm actually just going to prune these off. And I'm going to do it over here outside of the box. I don't want to drop these. And I'm just going to go as close as I can to the actual rest of this tuberous root structure, and I'm going to bend that out a little bit. I'm going to go as close as I can. I'm going to clip that off. I'm going to get rid of those because we do not want to keep spreading that throughout and have this keep happening to this dahlia or any other dahlias. So there you go. So that's kind of how you prune that stuff out. So I think after this, oh, there's some other shriveled pieces I don't think are any good anymore. So there's this guy. I'm gonna get in there and just do that as best I can. Be careful when you're doing this because you could clip one of the other structures on here, one of the other tuberous root pieces, or clip a bud. You don't want to do that. So okay, so I think we're good. It's all trimmed up. Let's set this one back down. We're going to keep going through and checking all of these dahlias with the squishy test, the feel test, and do the visual test. And then after that, we're going to get to planting. So I'm going to get in and keep looking at these and checking them out. All right, guys, so we need to plant these, right? We need to get them in the ground. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. There's a couple different ways we have to get these planted in the ground because of what we're working with. Here's a good example right now. This is one of our dahlias, obviously. It's got last year's stems. It's got last year's stalks attached to the tuberous root. Really cool for us because we can use these old stalks from last year and kind of gauge where last year's actual soil level was. And that's how we can gauge how deep we need to plant these in these grow bags. And so what you can do is just look at your old stems, look at your old stalks, and this is a good reason why to keep these on here, because then you can gauge next year, if you got to dig them up, how deep to plant them. You don't have to take a guess. And I'm going to show you an example of that in a minute. So with these, we're going to try and, here's our old soil level roundabout. You can see this is all dirty, and then up to here it stops. So we're going to go right about here. And so we're going to plant this at the soil level. Our ending soil level in the bag is going to be right here. So we got to plant this roughly about, I don't know, 4 inches down from the soil level. Now, to back up just a tiny bit, we've got these grow bags. We got to figure out, it's like planting in a container. You got to figure out where your soil level is going to be in one of these bags. So we always like to teach you guys, we always like to talk about to you guys, have that reservoir on top of the soil before the soil reaches the top of the container, or in this case the bag. Have about 1 or 2 inches where the soil doesn't come up, so you have an actual space or a reservoir where the water can sit and then nicely and slowly drain through the soil. And so that way it's not coming out of the bag once you water it. You don't want to water it and have the water just flow out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down 1 inch, and I'm going to use our hori knife, and I'm going to say, you know, here's our 1 inch, and I'm going to go now down to our roughly, well, actually I can go from here 5 inches down 1 inch to 4, and then I can say, okay, so here is roughly going out, here is the depth that I want to basically plant our dahlia here. So, okay, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to set our dahlia in here, and I'm just going to get an idea of it. I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. So get those roots out of the way. So you can kind of see, maybe you can see it too. Here's our soil depth, roughly. It's kind of like, actually it's a little bit further up. So it looks like I'm going to have to get these a little bit further down because I'm actually a little too high right now. So, you know, a lot of people talk about too, plant your dahlias 2 to 4 inches deep. You know, there's a little bit of a range. So, you know, if you pick the difference, it's 3 inches deep. Okay, well, you can go that way too. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way. But for us, we want to try and match that soil level from last year. So, because we know these grew really well last year, so we want to repeat what we had last year. So I think now we're at about 1 inch just below our bag. So I think that's a great level. That's where we're going to leave that. So now we can just kind of take some of this soil that I pushed away, kind of just nicely put that back around it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take more soil and we're going to fill this up. But before we do that, kind of got ahead of myself. We want to use something called bulb tone. This is by Espoma. This is great stuff. What you do is before you actually put the bulb in the soil, so I'm going to have to bring this back out again. You want to put a little bit of this at the measured rate that they tell you on the bag into the hole below the below the bulb, and then put the bulb on top of it, and then plant it, and then water it in, and then you're good to go. This gives the bulb a really good start with nutrients, and really gives it a little bit more pep and energy to really start growing and be really, really healthy at the beginning of its life cycle this season, so in the spring. So we're gonna do that. So real quick, let me get in here and just get some of that soil out away from that after I just buried it. Haha. And I'm sure I'm not the only gardener that's ever done this before. Probably won't be the last. So guys, it says on the back, it says put a heaping 1.5 teaspoon in each planting hole for the new bulbs. What we have to plant with today for measurement is this. It's a little bit bigger than a teaspoon, right? And then we've also got this, still too big for a teaspoon. What we do have though, is we've got this, and this is really cool. I might just use a little bit of the tip of this seed planter trowel, and I'm just gonna do that. That looks like a heaping teaspoon, doesn't it? We'll just do that. Just sprinkle it in there, maybe a little bit more, because, you know, there we go. All right, I think that's good. And I think we probably just put the bag over it in the next couple ones as we're planting. We'll just sprinkle it in. We don't need to do that. So, okay, so we got that. Let's get this bulb back in there. Get all the roots going down, or to the side at least, not pointing up. Let's get that bulb reburied. And I'm gonna show you, we'll get some soil in here. I'm gonna nicely put this soil just on the top of that. Try not to dislodge the bulb any. Try not to hit those stems too much or too hard. Get that soil in there, make sure we have where those stems are at, keep those front and center for us. Move that soil around. All right, maybe a little bit more there. Okay. Now, let's get in here. Let's do this. Kind of tamp this down a little bit. All right. That might be a little bit more than an inch, but that's okay, because this is pretty good for this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these stems just kind of sticking up there, so we got a good idea of where they're at, where the bulb is at in our basket here. And yeah, I think we're good. Now we're not gonna actually water these in, physically come through and water them until we start seeing the shoots and the leaves start popping up out of the ground. We don't want to put excessive amounts of water in here and basically rot these dahlias before they even start to grow, because that's what's going to happen if you start watering them right away. So hold off on water until you see the buds, leaves, and stems popping through and coming up out of the soil. Okay, so before I tell you about this next way to plant our tuberous, or your tuberous bulbs, tuberous root bulbs, we just planted the last one. We planted the first one. It's Cafe au Lait. It's just for your reference. Yay. There. Beautiful, big, amazing dahlias. So can't wait to see that grow.
You know, we need to make a tag. We have a little sticky note down there that helped us organize them and figure out which one was which.
Make some tags. So
yeah, we'll do that later.
So that's Cafe au Lait. These are various orange bulbs.
That's our title.
We literally lost the tags last year, so when we dug them up, we just said various orange, because we know they're orange blooming dahlias.
And they're prolific too.
So in the pile of those that we have, here are two of them. So here we have one of them. You can see it's actually got part of the tuberous root right here, and then there's the stems. Pretty cool, right? There's an actual bud that's breaking. Really cool. More part of the tuberous roots there. So I wanted to show you this because this has stems. So we're just going to plant this one the same way we just did the other one. Here is, from the same pile, another various orange dahlia, but it doesn't have any of the stems. You can see there's the same piece as this is. Here's part of the tuberous root system there as that. So this is where the buds are going to break. Nothing's broken yet. None of the buds have broken yet on that. But what we want to do is we still want to plant this because we want to see if it grows. We want it to grow, if it will. Now to plant this guy without a stem, because now we don't know where that the old soil level was from last year. We're going to plant this on its side, because if we go like this, it's going to be a little deep in these grow bags, right? So we're going to plant on its side. It should do fine that way. Orient this way, and the buds should break from here. We're going to plant the whole thing right from here down 2 to 4 inches deep, as that's a general rule of thumb for dahlia bulbs. So on this one, we're just going to take it and plant it down here. Now, what I want to do, just like I did on the other one, take, in this case, hori. We want to go 2 to 4 inches down. Maybe we'll split the difference and go 3 inches down, but we're going to go 4 inches here, measure down an inch from the rim of our bag, and then we're going to go down 3 inches. So actually, this bulb right now is way too deep in this bag. We need to raise the soil level up before we actually plant this bulb. So hold on there. Let me get some more soil in there. Oh yeah. There we go. Maybe that'll do it. All right, I think we got the soil. So again, let's do this. Measure from the top. Go add an extra inch. So at 4 inches, then at 3 inches. We want to go 3 inches down. I think we got it. So bulb's going to be placed like this. But before we do it, get that bulb tone in there. So let's do that. Kind of depress that a little bit so we have a little bullseye. And then just do a little bit of... There we go. I think that's good enough. That's a heaping teaspoon. All right, so just gonna take this, maybe set it down kind of like this. Maybe I'll press that down in there, and then that way it's kind of pointed up a little bit. So there you go. All right, now we just got to bury it. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. Also, make sure, a little tip, when you're planting in these bags, you put the soil in, kind of pull up on the side a little bit and kind of pat down so it fills in. You don't have any like divots in there on the side. It'll look a lot better, look more tidy that way. All right, I think those 2 examples are great to show you for planting with or without a stem. Now we just got to plant the rest of these bulbs, so let's plant the rest.
All right, here we go. Okay, you guys, yay! We're so happy to have gotten these all planted. Yep. Here are 2 rows of them right here.
Yep, there's a row. You can see the blue ones right behind me here.
And then over here are the orange and purple.
Yeah, there.
Blocking them.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
So we'll definitely give you lots of updates coming up in the next few months.
Yep. So make sure when you're planting your dahlias this year, don't water them until you start seeing the new shoots and leaves popping through and punching through the soil. Until then, don't water them.
I know, we don't need to do anything else. We're done.
Yep.
Okay, so we're expecting to see some of the sprouts maybe in the next couple weeks. So
yep. And it's going to be totally fun to see how these grow in these grow bags.
I can't wait to watch this happen. So thank you, Smart Pots, for partnering with us on this project.
Yep.
And for faster updates, check our Instagram account at Spoken Garden, and we'll be showing you some new things on there too.
Yep. Maybe Twitter too.
Oh yeah,
so
Twitter
we'll see.
as well.
And check out the links down below for Smart Pots if you want to check these out, or the other sizes they have.
Yeah, totally.
So, and you know what, guys? Make sure to comment and tell us what you think down below in the comments area. We love hearing from you. And also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you get updates on our latest videos.
And thank you for watching today. We hope this was really helpful for you, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.